Sometimes we think we're the ones hiding our secrets until we realize it's the secrets that are controlling us. This is the story of how lies and betrayal spiraled far beyond what I ever imagined, until I lost everything. I lied. I cheated. And he walked away. No shouting. No slammed doors. No dramatic scene. Just silence. And somehow, that silence cut deeper than any scream ever could. He didn't curse me. He didn't cry. He just left, and it broke me in ways I never expected. It all started months ago. I had convinced myself that my relationship with Daniel was unshakable. We'd been together for 4 years, and I thought I knew every corner of his soul. I believed I could get away with anything because in my mind, his love was so deep, too deep, for him to ever leave me. That kind of delusional confidence is dangerous. It makes you careless. It makes you reckless. That's when I met Adam, at work. He was magnetic in that dangerous, intoxicating way. His smile had this slow-burning intensity, the kind that made you feel like if you stared too long, you'd get scorched. I told myself it was harmless, just a little flirting to break up the monotony of the day. Just fun. Just words. But that illusion shattered the night we stayed late to finish a project. One minute we were laughing, the next we were kissing. I didn't even realize what I was doing until it was too late. That kiss led to something much worse. And suddenly, I wasn't the person I thought I was anymore. At first, I buried it. I told myself it was a one-time mistake, something I could lock away in a dark corner of my mind, never to be seen again. I wanted to forget it. But Adam didn't. He fed off the thrill. He kept pulling me in. He'd text me during dinner with Daniel, while we were sitting just inches apart, and I'd hide my grin behind my glass or pretend it was something innocent. But it never was. It was always laced with danger, guilt, and a kind of excitement I hate myself for craving. The worst part? Daniel trusted me completely. He was the kind of man who'd hold my face in his hands and whisper that I was his everything. Every time he looked at me like that, I felt like I was suffocating under the weight of what I was hiding. Like I was drowning in lies I'd built myself. Then came the night he surprised me. Daniel had cooked dinner. Real candles. Wine. A soft playlist in the background. The look in his eyes. I'll never forget it. He looked at me like I was the only thing he had ever wanted in this world. And all I could think about was that I had been in Adam's bed 2 nights earlier. I remember pausing mid-bite, my fork frozen in the air, my stomach twisted in guilt. One thought haunted me. How did I become this person? But things didn't end there. Adam started pushing. He wanted more. He was done playing the side character in my life. He wanted me to choose. Choose him. In a moment of weakness, I told him things, private things. Things about Daniel, our arguments, my doubts, my insecurities. I basically handed him the tools to destroy everything I had left. And eventually he did. Daniel found out, not because I confessed, but because Adam sent him a message. It wasn't just words. There were screenshots. Photos I never should have taken. And a line that will haunt me forever. You deserve to know who she really is. When Daniel confronted me, he didn't explode. He didn't cry. He just looked at me, cold, distant, like I was someone he had never met. Is it true? His voice was flat, lifeless. And for the first time, I didn't lie. I just nodded. I couldn't speak. My throat was too tight, my heart hammering like it was trying to escape the wreckage I'd created. He didn't argue. He turned, walked into our bedroom, and began packing a duffel bag. I begged. I sobbed. I tried to hold him. I said it was a mistake, that I still loved him. But he just shook his head. You lied. You cheated. There's nothing left to say. And then he left. The silence he left behind was unbearable. I sat on the floor, surrounded by the ruins of the life we built. Pictures, furniture, memories. Everything screamed at me. You did this. For days, I didn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I kept replaying everything in my head. Every text, every kiss, every time I chose to lie instead of tell the truth. And the worst part? There was no one else to blame. I didn't lose Daniel because of one mistake. I lost him because of every lie I used to cover it up, like stacking cards in a tower I knew would collapse. I thought about calling him 100 times, maybe more, but I never pressed dial. What could I possibly say? I'm sorry felt like ashes in my mouth. Too small, too late, too meaningless. He deserved more than my regret. He deserved someone who never made him question his worth. Weeks passed. A mutual friend told me Daniel had moved in with his brother. He wasn't dating. He wasn't talking much. Just existing. I wanted to reach out, but I didn't. I couldn't bring myself to make it worse for him. The thing about cheating is it's never just about the moment. It's every lie that follows. Every look in their eyes when they realize they don't recognize you anymore. It's the sound of the door closing and knowing it's not going to open again. It's becoming a stranger to the person who once saw you as their forever. I wish I could say I learned my lesson before it was too late. But I didn't. I learned it by watching the only man who truly loved me walk away. And knowing deep down he was never coming back. Maybe I deserved that silence. Because silence is all that's left when your lies speak louder than anything you have left to say. Some mistakes echo louder than words. What would you have done in Daniel's place? Could you ever forgive someone who betrayed you like this?